Please stand and join me in pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The roll call, Deb?
Nelson, Knapp.
Yep.
Conlon.
Here.
Goodchild.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Motion made to approve, motion made and second to approve the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Before we go any further, we're going to move E1 down to the action items. And the number one of renaming a city street. So, bear with me. Quite an honor. Jenny Callahan of Clem has been the voice of Lamar's sports teams and countless other community events for 48 years. Jenny retired from broadcasting effective April 1st, 2021. In appreciation for Jenny's commitment to local sports, the community it is proposed that Stadium Drive will be renamed Callahan Drive. And we don't do things right all the time by the government rules, but today we have. It's all done, Denny. So at this time, I'd entertain a motion to
Make a motion to resolution number 21-13 to rename Stadium Drive
is there
to
a
Callahan Drive.
Second.
motion made and second to adopt resolution number 2113 to rename Stadium Drive to Callahan Drive. We have a roll call on that, Bev?
Conlon.
Yes.
Goodchild.
Yes.
Knapp.
Yes.
Rick.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Just like every other vote.
I'd like to have you come forward, and Jason has got, and you and Terry, oh, there's Terry too.
Sure.
Yeah. Please come forward and,
You guys want to come up?
Yes, we have the city council behind him
Okay.
and the mayor.
What's
Just
the name? Terry Callahan
This in
Drive?
your
Check now.
this is yours.
Jerry.
Jason, step forward about 3 steps there,
Yeah.
and that way everyone can be behind
Come
you
on,
there.
Mayor. Behind the tall guy.
Yeah, behind the tall guy.
Okay, Denny, grab hold of your street sign. There you go, thank you. Get one more.
Pretty much tiptoes already.
Perfect.
Jason might put your name on that too, but not.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I've really enjoyed it.
You too. Thank you. Here you go. This is yours. Cool. Thank you.
I'll have to rename our street where I live.
What is it?
Rename Park Street where he lives.
Okay, we'll move on, and I want to, by the way, welcome everyone in the chamber today for our council meeting. I see Dennis is here from Clem and Deb from the Mars Daily Sun here. And you people that are watching over television, we want to welcome you all. Today we've got a couple of hearings. And the first one is Floyd Valley Healthcare Specialty Clinic and Therapy Expansion Project. And I see Dustin Wright is here to see if there's any questions to ask, but I'm going to open the hearing at this time. At March 16th, 2021 meeting, the council set this as a date and time to hear public comments regarding Floyd Valley Healthcare Specialty Clinic and Therapy Expansion Project and the refinancing of the outstanding indebtedness. At this time, I'm going to open the hearing for any written or oral objections or comments on the project. I will ask once again if there's any written or oral objections or comments on the project. At this time, I'm going to close the hearing, and receiving the objections is closed. The administration recommends council authorize the project, and I'd entertain any questions or motion. If you could.
I'll make a motion
Okay.
to adopt resolution 2114, authorizing Floyd Valley Healthcare Specialty Clinic and Therapy Expansion Project and the refinancing of outstanding indebtedness.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made second to adopt resolution number 21-14, authorizing the Floyd Valley Healthcare Specialty Clinic and Therapy Expansion Project and the refinancing of outstanding indebtedness. Could we have a roll call on that, Dale?
Knapp,
Yep.
Wick,
Yes.
Donlin,
Yes.
Goodchild.
Yes.
Motion carried. The next hearing is...
Dustin, you go have lunch.
Thanks, Dustin.
everyone. Thank you.
Thanks, Dustin.
Yep.
Cleveland Park.
I'm trying to find it here. The next hearing is on Cleveland Park parking lot improvement project. At the March 16th, 2016, 2021 meeting, the council set this as a date and time to hear public comments on plans, specifications, form of contract, and estimate of cost for the 2021 Cleveland parking lot improvement project. At this time, I'm going to open the hearing and ask if there's any written or objections or comments regarding this project. I will once again ask the question if there's any written or oral objections or comments on the project after hearing ultimate. Hearing none, I'm going to announce that the hearing is now closed. The administration recommends the approval of the council to proceed with the following schedule. To receive the bids on May 6, 2021 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. To award the contract May 18, 2021. To start construction July 19, 2021. And the construction completion is by September 1st of 2021. The financial end of this is the estimate of the project is $57,500. Project will be funded through the Public Utilities Fiscal Year 22 budget. Entertain a motion.
Motion adopting resolution number 2115 on the plans and specifications, form of contract, estimate of costs for 2021 Cleveland Park parking lot improvement project.
Second.
Motion made second to adopt resolution number 21-15 on plans, specifications, form of contract, and the estimated cost for the 2021 Cleveland Park parking lot improvement project. We have a roll call on that, Bill?
Donlin,
Yes.
Knapp,
Yep.
Goodchild.
Yes.
Wick.
Yes.
Motion carried. At this time, we're going to open our general discussion. And the way we handle our general discussion is anybody has concerns on their minds or anything good to say about the city or thoughts, we ask you to step up to the podium and state your name and address and with what you may have. And I understand, Stephanie, right?
Yes, correct. My name is Stephanie Henrich. I'm at 15424 Lake Avenue in Lamars. I am here from CASA, which is Centers Against Abuse and Sexual Assault. Over the period of a year and a half, I've worked very hard with outreach in our community. It is a challenging world to serve victims and survivors of sexual assault. So this year, because of the COVID of last year, we were unable to do so. But at this time, we are really just trying to do whatever we can due to the COVID. So this month is Sexual Assault Awareness Month for April. So I'm asking the community to help us. We are right now in a deficit of 8.4%, losing a budget of this year, which is going to be the next following 3 years of $50,000 to $52,000. That is 19 counties trying to serve, and our county here in Plymouth County I am one of the most active advocates right now in sexual assault victims and survivors. So what we're going to do is we have asked the community and businesses if they would go ahead and join in our Denim Day. Denim Day is April 28th. It's where everybody like in their businesses, go ahead and wear jeans for the day. They can donate anything from $1 to $5 to CASA. And the reason for Denim Day is in 1999, Italian High Court actually overturned a conviction of a sexual assault because she was wearing tight jeans, And we want to show the world that sexual assault is very much of an assault that people have ignored for years. And we're very much here to help the victims and survivors, but without the funding, we can't. And we will not have jobs to even be available for them. So if anybody wants to, help us, and if they want to have their businesses do that, they can contact me at 712-363-5488. My office is actually located across the street from the ice cream parlor in the Living Center building downstairs. So thank you for your time.
Any questions for Stephanie?
And those are, you have placed ribbons?
Yes, excuse me. I didn't even mention the whole thing. So this weekend I got volunteers and just got everybody to help. And they put ribbons downtown. I'm going to be doing that throughout Plymouth County, but your town was first. And we just want people to be aware when they see the ribbons of the teal. You remember those victims and survivors that are struggling, and that we're here to help them.
What was that date again, Stephanie?
April 28th.
Thank you.
Yep.
You said your budget's been cut 8.4%?
8.4% of the legislation.
Where do you get your budget
So
from the
we're a nonprofit organization. So a lot of times we get the grants from the AG's office. And one of them, it's called a VOCA grant, and it has now been cut across the board, feeling the 8.4% was actually going to other agencies they felt was necessary at this time. So with the fiscal years, it's going to be about 3 years that we're going to be losing this funding, which now puts people at jeopardy with their job. Can we keep the advocates that we do have? With us serving 19 counties, that's a lot of us that are serving multiple counties at a time. We have offices all over, and we're going to have to cut offices out, put people back home. And let's be realistic. We are working in our office, at home from March of last year till October 1st. And it was very hard because I respond to on-scene crimes. I respond to the hospitals. I respond everywhere. And working from home is just not adequate.
So can I ask, what is your budget? For 19 counties, what is your budget?
That's a good question.
It's not true. It's okay if you don't.
All I know is at this point, with the $52,000 that we're going to lose, that's somebody's budget that is one advocate's salary at this point. And that's a big deal. And, we're trying to do as many grants as we can, like United Way here in Lamar's side. It's the first time that we actually have gone through that process, going to get different funders. I did a great fundraising here in Plymouth County at Brunsville Golf Course this last summer, which was a huge success in Plymouth County. Everyone was gracious, and I will be doing that again in July, just to promote, again, the sexual assault awareness in our community.
So you're losing 8% a year for 3 years, and that's how you came up with the 50,000?
It was $50,000 to $52,000.
So your budget's 200,000. That's a math wizard's number. Because then you lose 16,000 a year.
Yeah.
That'll get you to 54.
Yeah, it's been tough. It's a big deal.
Yep.
It is a big deal when we help with, say, the victims get hurt to the point where they have to be relocated. We help them relocate. Those finances have to come from somewhere. If they need a cell phone because, they can't because their abuser has that. Anything to get them shelter because they're in fear of their life. We have to, have that money to give to them. And that's what we try to do. And with the services that we provide for the victims, and there's many agencies we work with, counseling, that we do with sexual assault. And also crime victims compensation is where it comes from the AG's office, where they continue to help them also. So all of these things need money. So the more we can get the help of fundraisers, the better. And with COVID, let's be honest, we were doing things inside, we were doing fundraisers before, now we're kind of thinking out of the box.
Any other questions for Stephanie?
You gotta give that number one more time.
So it's not 16,000 a year.
Yeah.
It's actually 52,000 a year of the point where we're gonna lose, yes.
What's your telephone number again?
712-363-5488.
In the past, I think we've dropped off some cell phones down there, and then you were able to repurpose them or whatever, or are you still?
I am not receiving any of those, no. I don't have anything at this point. We were trying to get that grant to even
I
get some.
understand, but I'm just wondering, I mean, if somebody wanted to do that, I mean, just like anything else, you would take it.
I would take it,
Just like socks and
right.
whatever.
There's a limited things that we're taking right now with COVID. We have to just be careful.
Yeah.
But right now, I won't turn anything down. We have many people that are in need.
It didn't sound like you were turning much down.
No.
Stephanie, we certainly wish you well, and keep up the good work. I know it's not easy.
It's not, but you know, if somebody has to be there for them, and you know, that's me.
Special people.
We appreciate what you're doing.
We sure do.
Thank you.
More than you know.
Thank you very much.
Okay, any other further discussion from anybody?
Not with that.
Mitch?
No, not with that. Subsection.
He's later on the agenda.
All right. Okay, then moving on, let's go to the thumbs up award. Mike?
I noticed on my handy dandy Floyd Valley calendar that this is Public Health Week. And so thumbs up to, yet again, all our public health staff that have been working their tails off to get us where we are now. And we just need to work with it to keep getting where we need to be.
Clark?
Well, I guess in honor of my daughter, congratulations to Baylor Bears. And I understand Mr. Donlin is also a Baylor Bear, so.
Did they win?
They won.
It was sort of convincing.
So I know it's a little bit unorthodox for this forum, but it's Baylor Bears, good deal. Okay, good enough.
Rex?
No, I just want about another 100 days like the last 3 days. I'm kind of picky, but the last 3 days was wonderful. We were very lucky.
Steve?
Nothing for me, thank you.
Okay, I do have one thing, and that is, I'm sure by now everybody has noticed our new Quick Start program that has come to town. Very, very welcoming to bring them to town, and they're doing a tremendous job. And I want to share with you that they're having an open house Thursday from 10 to noon. And the ribbon cutting is going to be at 11 o'clock that morning. So please, if you get a chance, stop out and welcome them, because it's certainly worth it. I've been there.
Is the ribbon cutting trying to drum them up business? You can't get in that place.
Don't think they have.
Well, I think they've done a good job with the ribbon cutting. Okay, moving on to the consent items. All items listed on the consent agenda will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion on those items unless a request is made prior to the time the council votes on the motion. Today we've got 7 of them. First one is approval of the March 16, 2021 regular meeting minutes. Number 2 is a list of the bills for period ending 3/31/21. Number 3 is a contract for communication services. And number 4 is Ragby, City Parks Camping. Number 5 is a request to close the street, CrossFit in Lamar's, which I think is on Prospect Street. Number 6 is the urban renewal, revitalization tax exemption request. And number 7 is the airport runway, 1836 construction project, emergency item. And at this time, I'm going to, before we open it up or vote on any of these, I'm going to ask Jason, I think he's got a few things that he might want to share with the council as far as communication on several of these items.
Yeah, so I'll start with 3. Angie Vernon is here. We have 2 guests today.
Oh, Angie.
Oh, yeah, we got a coupon code. Can we use the coupon code for another discount since you got 2 here?
Oh, my friend's here too. After you took your mask off, I didn't see who it was, yeah.
Yeah, in case you have any questions on D3. Number 4, just kind of following the schedule of what is needed, what we did back in 2005. We did certain things to accommodate RAGBRAI. One here is under consent. You'll take action on another one down under action items. Request to close the street. Any questions on where that is? Put in there, fire chief, police chief, and EMS have all looked at it. Performance, so the businesses it affects, Performance Tire. NORAM has property across the street that is basically utilized by wells. They've all been notified. So unless there's any questions on that. The emergency one, D7, that you guys received yesterday afternoon, that all came about from a phone call yesterday afternoon. I don't know if it got past Bolton and Mink, but I think we knew when we were going to take on this project that it was kind of under a condensed time schedule because of the type of funding that's available through FAA. It's kind of on a fast track thing. So we knew it was going to be crunched to get everything done in the time frame that FAA has set out. So there was a little confusion by Bolton and Mink on how our schedule works. So I guess he thought we had more time to get this stuff done, but we don't. So I explained his process to him, and we should still be okay, but we had to get this